Hey everybody, you're probably wondering why you're looking at my 3 Sonic plushes here. My Sally, my Amy, and my Sonic one. Well, there's a reason for that, folks. There is a reason. There's a reason for that, folks. There is a reason. And the reason I'm talking about, folks, is the fact. The reason I'm talking about, folks, is the fact, if you can hear me, that I just read the summary, believe it or not, for 222 over at the Archie Sonic Wikipedia. That's right, the Archie Sonic Wikipedia, or Mobius Wikipedia, whatever you want to call it. I just read it. And there's a fan on Sonic Universe, well not Sonic Universe, but the Sega.com/cartoons comics section that got her issue the day before, which is kind of weird, seeing as though today's the shipping date it's supposed to come out, or either they messed up on that or whatever. Now, I'm not going to do a review, but a lot of people over the past few months, since the preview cover for this issue, 222, has come out, a lot of people have been asking, why is Amy on there? Is this to throw salt into the wound? Is this supposed to throw the fact that Sonic and Sally are on the cover? What's the meaning? What's going on? I'll give you the meaning. Now, like I said, I'm not going to do a review, but I'm going to do a highlight. And that highlight, folks, is really, really simple. You see, Sonic and Sally do go on their date. Now, they do go to a restaurant. It's not Sonic's uncle's restaurant. It's actually a little fancier. And in this restaurant, sitting across from them, is Ash and Mina, or Mina, depending on how you pronounce it, at the same place. Now, here's the thing. Sonic and Sally are trying to have a peaceful dinner. Now, the person that serves them is asking them something they don't want to hear. And that is, when are they going to do the right thing and shut down the coal? Now, this apparently spews an argument. Not between Sonic and Sally and this waiter, but between this waiter and some other people there. Because some other people are defending Nicole. Well, there's some other people are saying she should be shut down and are blaming her for the fact that she got some of the citizens legionized. Now, the other people that are defending her, not Sonic and Sally, but just other people that are defending her, are saying that she was manipulated. Well, anyway, how does this affect Sonic and Sally? Well, first of all, Ash and Mina, or Mina, depending on how you want to pronounce it, Ash and Mina, leave because Mina, says this is not what her music was supposed to do. Now, as far as 225 goes, this creates a possible candidate for the supposed major death. Now, the argument about Nicole also creates her as a candidate as well. So anyway, here's what happens. Sonic and Sally, like Ash and Mina, decide they don't want to hear this no more and leave. But the people and this waiter continually pester them as they're trying to walk out the door. So who comes to their aid? None other than Amy Rose. That's right, Amy Rose comes to their aid. and tells them, don't worry guys, I got your back, go on and enjoy your evening. That's right, Amy tells them, don't worry about it, I got this, go and enjoy your evening. Now, this might surprise a lot of fans, and that are Amy fans, that are Sonic Amy shippers, if you will. This might surprise them. Because here's what Ian does. Ian has one of these people in this crowd acknowledge that this chick here, Amy, has been always after Sonic as well. Now Amy acknowledges that yes, Sonic will be hers one day. She believes that. She believes Sonic will be hers one day. Just not right now. And that because she does love Sonic, and she does care deeply for Sonic, that she acknowledges that if Sally makes Sonic happy right now, then it makes her happy. In other words, Amy is saying, hey, if Sonic wants to date and be the boyfriend of Sally, and that makes him happy, then that makes me happy, because I want nothing but his happiness. Now that might sound familiar to some people. That might sound familiar because we had Mina say almost the exact same thing in 123. That's right. And I apologize for the bird in the background. He likes to chirp. But we heard something similar, if not the exact same thing, by Mina in 123. We heard it. We heard it. But ladies and gentlemen, this should hopefully put to rest any arguments. Hopefully. But maybe it won't. Because a lot of people already at the Sega.com forums, in the cartoons comic sections, are already arguing at the fact that Ian has destroyed this character even more. That he's demoralized Amy even more. He's made her more hateable in this comic even more. But according to some fans, they argue the fact that Ian is making her more likable. And you know what? I agree with that. Because you see, Ian knows, whether you like the guy or not, whether you like Ian Flynn or not, and honestly people, I've had my personal problems with Ian when it comes to his Bumble King form. But truth is, Ian as a fan realizes that something like this has to come to an end, or at least something has to be done to put a cork on this whole, oh, Sonic should be with Amy, Sonic should be with Sally deal. He realizes that. And the best thing to do is have Amy acknowledge that if being with Sally makes him happy, then it makes her happy because she cares and loves Sonic that much. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, hey, even I'll include myself in this, a lot of people, even myself, are probably thinking Amy might say something. But you know what gave me the clue now that I think about it? Before they did that two-part issue with Sonic and Bunny going to Southern Mobius, they did that whole two-part Sonic Bunny story. We saw Amy and Sally sitting and having lunch together as friends at Uncle Chuck's diner. Now come on, honestly, if Amy didn't like the fact that Sally was being around Sonic again and renewing this relationship for what many consider the upteenth time, if you will, then why was she? What was going on in that conversation, do you think? Huh? Do you think maybe they talked things out? Did you ever think of that? Maybe they did. I mean, I'll take myself, for example. I have had strong feelings, crushes. I have had strong feelings and crushes on some girls that have even to this day, on some girls in high school, that even to this day are my best friends. That's right, they are some of my best friends, and I've had crushes, and I've fallen heads over heels over them many times. But when I see them with another person, when I see them with another man, do I get mad? No. Because you see, I have acknowledged for the past, and this is hard to believe, folks, for the past 15 years, that what makes them happy makes me happy. Because I want them to be happy. That's what it's about. That's what best friends, true caring friends are about. It's about making sure everybody is happy. It's not about, yourself. It's not about, sorry about that up close vocal there. But it's not about, getting what you want. It's about what what makes your friends happy, and in the end, makes you happy. In other words, if you truly care and love your friends, especially those that you hope someday will be more than friends with you, then you have to let them live their life. You have to acknowledge that maybe they want to explore other areas. Maybe date and fall in love with other people. Maybe even marry that person someday. So you can't always be like, oh, I want that person to be mine. I want that girl or that guy to be mine, and oh, I'll do anything. No, you can't do that. You can't do that, folks. If you're truly a best friend, if you truly care about your female friends, or in this case, in Amy's case, your male friends, if you truly care about that person, then you will let them be themselves. You will let them live their lives. And that, to me, like I say, depending on how you feel about the guy, that, to me, is what Ian did with Amy in this issue. He finally has done what I felt needed to be done. I knew it was going to be done, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other fans felt this needed to be done, and I'm pretty sure they knew it was going to be done. Ian finally matured Amy up. He woke her up and grew her up. That's why now you can honestly buy the fact that someday, yes, it will happen maybe, but not now. That though, yes, it will happen. That yes, it could occur. All these possibilities, folks, all these possibilities are now into play. And you know what? If it wasn't Ian that would say it, I'm pretty sure other people would say it. That's right. I'm pretty sure other people would say the exact, other writers would do the exact same thing. You get a writer from Marvel Comics that's worked on X-Men and Spider-Man. You get a writer from DC Comics that's worked on Superman and Batman, on the Justice League. You get those kind of writers. You get somebody from Image Comics. You get these kind of people, folks. And I guarantee you, they would probably do the exact same thing. Maybe not in the way Ian has done it, but they would do the exact same thing. You could say they won't. You could say they never go in that direction. Well, you know what? It just proves to me, it just proves to everybody else that it's possible. And Ian Flynn, whether you like the guy or not, and again, and like I said, I've had my problems with him due to his Bumble King form. Whether you like the guy or not, this guy, from a fan standpoint, knows that something had to be done. He probably knew when he wrote this story, this issue, that fans are going to look at the cover and say, oh, he's just doing this issue for his Sonic Sally fandom. No, he knew he had to work something out to where it brings a closure, or at least some kind of closure, to both sides of the picture. And that's what he did. He brought some closure to that side of the picture. Now, is there a possibility that we'll still get some kind of rivalry? Will there be still a possibility that there might be some conflict in the future? No one can really say. But by Amy coming out, but by Ian Flynn having Amy Rose say this line in this issue, tells me that he, again, knew he had to do something to at least bring some kind of closure to this chapter, if you will, so that nobody would come out and say somebody like him was pleasing himself and other Sonic Sally fans. He knew he had to do something to kind of tell the Sonic Amy fans, look, I know you want Amy with Sonic. I can acknowledge that. But let's take a look at it from another standpoint. A standpoint that if Amy does care and love Sonic like she says, then she wants Sonic, she wants what's best for Sonic. She wants what makes Sonic happy. And if she truly does love and care about Sonic like she says, then what she's going to want him to do, then if Sally, being with Sally, makes him happy for this time being, then that is what is most important to her. That's what is most important to her when it comes to Sonic. That is what's most important to her. So that is why I believe Ian wrote the line for Amy that he did. Because he knew something had to be done to get fans off his back. He knew it. He knew something had to be done to get fans off his back. He knew it. He knew, though, if he didn't do something, fans would be upset. Fans would still be arguing. Well, you know what? He fixed that, didn't he? Again, I know some fans may not still be happy. But you know what? Fans are going to be happy now. Because I know that there are some Sonic Amy fans out there, Sonic Amy fans, that will be satisfied with at least the fact that Ian is acknowledging Amy's love for Sonic. I know that's what they're going to do. Well, I don't know, but I feel that's exactly what they are going to talk about, or they're going to discuss, or whatever. I know that. I also know that there are going to be some Sonic Sally fans that, just like some of these Sonic Amy fans, are going to acknowledge the fact that Ian has finally done the right thing. He actually brought some closure. But again, I also know there will be some fans that won't be happy about this. And, you know, some Sonic Amy fans will be like, oh man, you know, he destroyed Amy. He didn't destroy Amy. Like I said earlier, he matured her. He had to grow up and realize that if she truly cares for Sonic in the way she says she does, if she truly loves Sonic in the way she says she does, then if being with Sally, having Sally as his girl, is what makes Sonic happy, then that's what makes Amy happy. So be it. And again, despite how you feel about the writer, I believe he's brought at least some closure to this chapter in this whole situation. I mean, put yourself in his shoes. Put yourself in the shoes of any comic book writer who would write a story like this. Don't you think you would know that fans looking at the cover would probably argue the fact that you would be giving that you're just using this issue to further your fandom and love for this pairing. Instead of pairing up somebody, instead of pairing the hero or the heroine, if you will, up with the other love interest that you feel they should be with? Or would you find a way to say, you know, I need to close you? Well, wouldn't you find a way to do that? I mean, wouldn't you say to yourself, I need to find some closure to this. I need to at least acknowledge to the fans, to all fans, that I know there are fans out there that want Sonic and Amy together. I need to acknowledge that. How do I acknowledge that? Oh, I know. Have Amy say what a true friend would say. A real friend would say. That's what you do. That's what you do, my friends. I know some of you don't like to hear that, but you know what? That's what a real friend does. So, again, this is not a review. This is to acknowledge one little highlight in the comic from the summary that I've read. So if you want to think of it as a spoiler, go ahead. But the truth is, finally, in my opinion, Ian Flynn, despite how you feel about him, and again, like I said, I've had my problems with him in the past, at least he's finally brought some closure to this. And closure that hopefully both fans, the Sonic Sally, the Sonic Amy, the Sally, the Amy, the fans, can all agree on needed to be done. So tell me what you guys think here on the YT, and I will talk to you all next time. God bless, peace out, and hopefully this works.